Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So yesterday was daylight savings time. So at 2 a.m. the clock went back to 1 a.m. So time went backwards by 1 hour yesterday. And so it was good that I got an hour more of sleep and I got an hour more of my weekend, which was nice. But I just have a question. What is the point of daylight saving time? Okay, so I think, you'll have daylight savings time and then the time will go backwards an hour. And then later on in the year, you'll have daylight savings time again and then it will go forward 1 hour, meaning you're just putting it back to the way it was before. So why is it happening? Like, if they had to keep moving it back because for some unknown reason they needed to keep moving backwards, that makes sense. But then if you're gonna move it backwards once and then forwards once and then backwards once and then forwards once, why don't you just keep it exactly the same? That doesn't make sense, because now the sun is setting at 5 o'clock. Like, what? And like on Wednesdays at school I have band, which ends at like 4:45. So it's like by the time I get home it's basically gonna be night. So I'm like, what? Like, I'm gonna be driving home from school in the dark. Like, no thank you. Like, I don't know, I just don't get it. I don't get the point of it if you're gonna put it back and then put it forwards. Like, yes, the sun is gonna rise an hour earlier, but then the sun is gonna set an hour earlier, so you still have the same amount of hours of daylight, so I don't understand why you changed it. And the thing is, it's not even like they need to do it to balance time or whatever, which doesn't make sense. How do you balance time? Whatever. They don't have to do it, and I know that because not everywhere does daylight savings time. Like, my parents are from Jamaica and my mom's parents still live there, and sometimes we're an hour ahead of them, but since the time just moved back 1 hour, now Canada and Jamaica have the same time. But in like March or something, when the time moves forward again, we're gonna be an hour ahead of them, because not everywhere has daylight savings time, but we do. So I'm like, clearly daylight savings time doesn't have to be a thing. They don't have to keep changing the time every now and then. They just do it. And I'm just like, why though? Who came up with the idea and they were like, oh, in this month we're gonna randomly add an hour, and then this month we're gonna take away an hour, like we're gonna move the time forward, we're gonna move it back, blah blah blah. Who came up with this? When did they come up with this? In what year was daylight savings time invented? Because before that the world operated fine. So why did you need to start changing the time? Like, I don't get it. You didn't add more hours to the day. You didn't take away hours of the day. You just changed the hour when the sun rises and sets. But the sun is still in the sky for the same amount of time, and the moon is still out for the same amount of time. So I don't understand daylight savings time. So if someone could explain it to me, I'd really appreciate that. So that's all for this week's video. I really hope that I'm not the only person with this question and it's like a really obvious answer that I just never heard, and Google's a thing, so I probably could have looked it up, but no, I decided to make a video. So yeah, that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. If you would like to see more of me, subscribe to my vlog channel because I upload there every day, and I'll see you on this channel next Monday.